Have you ever heard Brazilians saying, seja bem-vindo, espero que a viagem seja divertida, and wondered what seja actually means? Instead of translating seja by itself, the secret is to learn complete expressions. That's how Brazilians actually process it. Thanks to a subscriber's comment, today we are skipping the boring grammar tables and going straight to 6 seja expressions that will make you sound instantly more natural in Brazilian Portuguese. Olá, pessoal! If you visit Brazil, this will probably be one of the very first expressions you'll hear. Seja bem-vindo. Although it literally means be welcome, the natural translation is simply welcome. Seja bem-vindo for a man. Seja bem-vinda for a woman. And if you're welcoming more than one person, sejam bem-vindos. Let's see a few situations.
Seja bem-vindo ao nosso hotel.
Seja bem-vinda, pode entrar.
Sejam todos bem-vindos ao Plain Português. Notice something. Brazilians don't only use this phrase at airports, hotels. It's one of the warmest ways to make someone feel at home. Now let's take a look at another very common use of seja for friendly advice. Imagine you were nervous before meeting a Brazilian for the first time. In English, we would say, just be yourself. In Portuguese, seja você mesmo. If I'm talking to a man, seja você mesmo. Seja você mesma for a woman. Sejam vocês mesmos for more than a person. Here's another example. Oh, you know that learning a language takes time. So, be patient. Seja paciente. Sejam pacientes. So far you've learned that seja can be used to welcome people and to give friendly advice. Now you're going to hear it in a completely different yet very common situation. Let's say you are planning a trip. Oh, I hope the trip is fun. So in Portuguese I would say, espero que a viagem seja divertida. So, espero que triggers the use of seja. Espero que a viagem seja divertida, smooth. Espero que a viagem seja tranquila. Great! Espero que a viagem seja ótima. I hope your day is great. Espero que o seu dia seja ótimo. Amazing! Espero que o seu dia seja incrível. Now look, if you try to analyze why we use seja instead of here, you'll fall into a grammar rabbit hole. Simply put, Brazilians use seja whenever they express a wish or a desire. Let's practice the flow. You're about to take a test. Espero que o teste seja fácil. Oh, you are going for an interview. Espero que a entrevista não seja difícil. You are looking for a hotel. Espero que o hotel não seja longe. For a bed and breakfast. Espero que a pousada seja perto. Now, let's look at an expression you'll hear when Brazilians acknowledge that something is true, but don't let that stop them. The expression is por mais que seja, or por mais que seja. So repeat after me. Por mais que seja. Por mais que seja. A natural English translation is even if, or no matter how it is. Yeah? So, for example, no matter how hard Portuguese is, don't give up. Por mais que português seja difícil, não desista. Por mais que português seja difícil, não desista. Another example. Even if the restaurant isn't popular, arrive early. Por mais que o restaurante não seja popular, chegue cedo. Por mais que o restaurante não seja popular, chegue cedo. Isn't this phrase useful? If you think so, give the lesson a like. If you only learn one thing today, make it the next expression. Repeat after me. Ou seja. Ou seja. Ou seja is equivalent to in other words. Ou seja, let's see some examples. Curitiba is located in southern Brazil. In other words, it gets cold in winter. Curitiba fica no sul do Brasil. Ou seja, faz frio no inverno. Curitiba fica no sul do Brasil. Ou seja, faz frio no inverno. Another example. Oh, the beach is 5 minutes from the hotel. In other words, you can walk there. A praia fica a 5 minutos do hotel. Ou seja, você pode ir a pé. A praia fica a 5 minutos do hotel. Ou seja, você pode ir a pé. Now, finally, the most culturally Brazilian expression of all. Seja o que Deus quiser. Seja o que Deus quiser. Repeat. Seja o que Deus quiser literally means be what God wants. Seja o que Deus quiser. But culturally, Brazilians understand it more like I've done my part and now I release control to the universe. Seja o que Deus quiser. For example, you submitted all the documents for a visa. Now there's nothing else to do. Seja o que Deus quiser. Oh, just taken your CELPE-BRAS exam? Seja o que Deus quiser. Or just finished a job interview. Seja o que Deus quiser. You've just upgraded from textbook ser to real life seja. So instead of translating word by word, you are now using chunks of language like a native. But language isn't just words, it's hands too. So click here to see what Brazilians are actually saying with their gestures, and I'll see you there.